What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Mom and Son Show.
I'm the mom.
And I'm the son. Welcome to Friday. It's about to be the weekend.
Wonderful.
Cannot wait. Our boys lost on Wednesday night.
Oh, no, that's too
So
bad.
they didn't even make it to the championship game for soccer.
But they made it further than a lot of other teams.
Yes, they made it to the semis, so that was fantastic. Mom, how was your 2 days, and what are you going to do this weekend? Any plans?
We have a lot of people coming over for dinner tonight. We have some cousins of grandma's coming over, and of course your sister and her family come over, and probably have a little bit of a pool party.
Oh.
And then
I definitely did not get that invite, but that's okay.
you can come.
All right,
You're
perfect.
absolutely invited. What about you?
I think we're doing a little Cooper's Hawk wine tasting tonight. And then maybe swing by here for a pool party, I
There
hear.
you go.
So that sounds fun. But let's move on. Let's talk about... Oh, no, before we talk about that, this is how good this show is, guys. We correct errors if we catch them. So if you catch us saying some errors, please comment below. We will retract our statement, or we will fix it on the next episode. Mom made some boo-boos, and she wants to correct it now.
So on Wednesday we were comparing the passes between Universal and Disney. And when we got to talking about the annual passes, I had said that the only out-of-state annual pass that someone could get would be the Pixie. I was completely wrong. I don't know why I said Pixie. I knew this. It's actually the Incredipass. So that's the one that was $1,399. And that was kind of like a lot of the out-of-staters were a little bit disappointed with that because they are not allowed to do the monthly payment. So to have to fork out $1,400 in one purchase was a little bit upsetting to them. But that's the correction. It's not the Pixie Pass for out-of-staters. It is the Incredipass.
And the correction was probably just because, we're only supposed to be talking about the top tier passes, and you want to talk about Pixie, which is not a top tier pass.
Okay, so
anyways, let's move on to why you clicked on this, which is I said that we would show you how to get a top 25, top 50 boarding group for the virtual queue of whatever that virtual queue is, whether that be Guardians of the Galaxy, Rise of Resistance, maybe Tron when that starts to open up. And we are not going to disappoint. However, we do want to preface this. This is not 100% guaranteed. We have never not gotten it. However, if you do not do your due diligence, you might not get it. For example, Mom, what happened to us yesterday, I believe?
Okay, so I tried yesterday, and I thought everything was in order. There are certain things that you have to do, and number one is you have to make sure that you have a park reservation. I go onto my Disney app like 2 minutes before it was time to join a virtual queue, and what you see on the screen is what I got. It's feeling a little empty in here. It had none of my plans there for any of the dates that we are going to be going in the future. So I tried refreshing. It didn't make a difference. Next thing I know, it's 7:01 and we're gone.
And
we're
it's
done.
too late.
We're
Yeah.
done. I ended up, and probably a lot of you who are tech savvy would have gone ahead and done this anyway, but I'm not as tech savvy because I'm of the older generation, in case you haven't noticed.
Well, you're the mom.
I'm the mom. So I contacted Disney. Right away, I got into a chat, and they said that you have to make sure that your phone is up to date with its software and make sure that the My Disney Experience app is up to date as well. So they walked me through how to make sure my phone was up to date, and then I did the uninstall and reinstall, and now I was back up in business.
So if you are coming from out of state, out of country, like some of you are, please remember to update all of your apps to make sure they're up to the current pointage, whatever it may be, like the Android 2.0 or 2.2, whatever it may be. So make sure the version. Thank you. So make sure that's all the way up to date, because if it is not, you will have a less chance of getting.
You won't have a chance.
You won't have a chance. It will just say feeling empty here.
Yeah.
But once we got that fixed, let's move on and let's show the listeners how we do it and how we make sure that we're always getting a top tier
Okay,
group.
let me start with the number one. Well, number one was making sure that everything's ready. You have all your people there. But it also is very beneficial if you have more than one person in your group trying to get it as well.
I This morning, we did it again. I was not leaving it up to Mom to figure it out, so I came over a little early. Right at 6:45 I got here. As you can see, you can't even see the time. But on this time, I think I can move it down. It's 6:57 is when I started recording for you guys, so you guys can see. But when you go into the app, you're just going to scroll down to join virtual queue. That's the first thing you do. You're going to click on join virtual queue, and that will load you into where the attractions are. You want to click confirm your party. This is very important because if you see people not in your party, right now we only had 2 of us. That's okay. We only wanted 2 of us. But if there are people that are not in your party or that are supposed to be in your party, now is the time to figure that out. Do it early before it's 7 o'clock, because if you do it at 7 o'clock, it is just too late. Make sure you get on there. We always just set an alarm I set an alarm at 6:55 when I'm in bed, and you can do this while you're in bed. It's very easy.
For the 7 o'clock.
Yes. Yeah, well, at the 2 o'clock one, you can still be in bed.
No, you have to have been in the park.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We'll get to that.
All right.
Well, and that's only for Guardians.
just for viewing purposes, I started this at 6:57. Normally, I would log on at 6:58 just to make sure everything's good, because you cannot start swiping or pounding the app until 7 o'clock. So my arrow is pointing down. All I did was I kept swiping down. Now, mind you, Mom and I, as you can see, I am not on any Wi-Fi right now. So we decided to take one phone off Wi-Fi and we swiping down. Mom was on Wi-Fi and she was just hitting the refresh button. What turns out, as I scroll to the end, now we're at 6:59 here. We're running down to the end of time. Keep scrolling. Right at 7 o'clock, it will turn to
blue.
Blue. It will open up. So, bear with us. I don't want to go too far. And this is why it's so important. Look how many times I'm just scrolling it down. I'm just refreshing. Right there, 7 o'clock, my last refresh. Oh, I went a little bit too far. My last refresh. Right here. Boom. Last refresh, you join the queue. I was a little slow, but we got group 54. As easy as that. And the reason why we say use multiple, because Mom didn't even get in. Mom was hitting the join group button. It didn't even let her in.
But the other thing to realize too is if you have more than one person in your family doing that, once one person gets it, say he got it, I didn't, but I would get a message that would say you're already in a group. So at that point, you know. So you don't even have to be in the same household to be trying this at the same time.
Yeah. And it's as easy as that, guys. It really is. I mean, we were group 54. We've gotten all the way up to group 2 when we had 5 people doing the exact same thing. Have people on Wi-Fi, off Wi-Fi. I think scrolling down instead of hitting the refresh button is the way to go, just because it clears your cache. It keeps going down, and then it will pop up. But the faster you can do that, right at 7 o'clock, we have a time on our laptop that has the seconds. So right when that hits 7 o'clock, that's when you swipe down to, and it will
start
pop
even
up.
15 seconds
Yeah,
earlier.
start 15 seconds earlier and just refresh the app. But we've never not gotten on a ride. Boarding group 54 will get you on within an hour. It's still one of the top groups. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Awesome. Well, before we leave, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, please. We're doing a great job. We're over 38 subscribers now, which is awesome. We will do another. We'll try to think of something that we do as a family that always gets us into parks at 100 subscribers. So at 100 subscribers, we'll give another big hint of how to make sure you're in it. But before we leave, let's go with a mom joke.
Alrighty. I think you're going to like this one.
Oh, I can only wait.
Why did Goofy stare at the orange juice all day?
Oh, I know it. Go ahead, why?
Because the carton said to concentrate.
Because it's concentrated orange juice. Oh boy, Mom. These are getting like dad jokes.
They are.
Well, thank you so much for watching. We hope you can get on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Let us know your success.
Please let us know if that was a helpful hint for you, if you're coming into town. And if you need more instruction or if you don't quite understand, just leave a comment. We'll be happy to go further into detail, but that's how you do it.
I'm the mom.
And I'm the son, and thanks for watching the Mom
Have a
and
great
Son
weekend.
Show. Have a great weekend.